Welcome to my tarot reading. This is my Sunday live. I try to get this live looking okay. Okay. Welcome to my reading. In my readings, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And I'm Shadow Sister. And today we have a theme, twin flames. This is for me historical moment because I've never done a twin flame reading before. But I thought I will take this challenge and I will try what comes. I'm always so curious. So this is general reading for all star signs. It's like pick a pile reading and you can pick a pile that you will call to. So there is this kind of intuitive practice you can do this reading that I introduced you these 3 piles and you follow your intuition. And based on that, you choose which one is your twin flame pile. What is your twin flame here? And inside this reading, there are hidden also invisible tarot deck cards that I have designed. One of the pile actually have empty cards. So part of this reading today, I would be really happy if you got some ideas for these cards because I'm gonna use the empty cards. I had no time to design those 2 cards. I don't say which pile they are, but I ask your help that if you have any ideas what can be written in those cards, what could be the design be like, but that is a little group exercise also today that you can help me to create my tarot deck of this invisible tarot deck. But other 2 of the piles have all the cards, 1 pile not. Use your intuition to find which one is the creative pile. Anyway, let's introduce this thing so that I'm gonna read about these twin flames. I wrote this text first and we're gonna read also today is the Purgatory 21 chapter. So soon we read this all cards. But maybe because if somebody wants to immediately choose with the timestamps, I introduce so pile number 1. Twin flame pile is sacral chakra. This is the crystal. Then you have this is a beautiful erotic fantasy tarot deck. We have here a key and a dragon. And we have here a security as a sacred destiny. Then pile number 2, we have throat chakra, lapis lazuli. And this kind of tarot of oppositions, tarot deck, and this kind of very astrological card. Seeing the future, seeing the twin flame in the stars. And then we have here wonders even as a sacred destiny. And the third twin flame, how can I say this word? Twin flame pile is blessings, this yellow bird with a magnolia, this child swinging here, kind of like inner child card, and Halloween deck. And of course this is always, you get the Halloween deck when you choose the 3rd eye chakra crystal. So who is here? So there is already some questions. So for information, this is today a special twin flame reading. I challenged myself to do this first time ever. And in the end of this whole reading, I can take 1 psychic question. But before that, I go with the piles. And later, I will add their timestamps. And yes, this is not a horoscope reading. This is pile reading. So you base on your choice, choosing this pile with the crystals. This is sacral chakra. This is throat chakra. And this is a 3rd eye chakra crystal, for example, for these piles. Now I will shortly read you about twin flames that I wrote. And in the reading, we will use this one 3 spread twin flame questions. Also, I will pull current feelings of your person. I will pull some emotional landscape cards and even rune. But let's talk about what is twin flame. So So the twin flame is the other half of our soul. And twin flame relationships are intense. They're packed with lessons that push you into the highest version of yourself. Once you have met your twin, you're never the same. They will rock your world to the core. A twin flame is a strong catalyst for growth. They can bring us many questions, and this twin flame tarot reading can hopefully help you to understand your twin flame connection better. And in the reading, we will ask what you know about this twin flame relationship you possibly have a chance to have around you in your energy field, and what is hidden in this connection. And then you get advice from the spirits. I promise personally to channel that for you. So let's go. So in my readings, I let your shadow meet the light so you can be whole again. And now you can be even have a chance to understand where is your twin flame. So let's go. Let's go. This is now your Purgatory 21 Canto card. This is actually Temperance card. I thought this kind of angel card fits well. I think the Temperance card is kind of very good, like an angel on your shoulder, like a twin flame on your shoulder. I accept all parts of myself, and often the twin flames, they mirror things to you, and you kind of get this telepathic connection with them. So I thought this card is good. So here we are, the Divine Comedy, Canto 21. This chapter shows clearly how different Purgatory is from hell. One is place of deliverance through suffering. The other is a site of unending torment. The earthquake happens whenever a newly purified soul is released to heaven, where the soul is free to choose heaven for itself for the first time. This man has just been freed from 500 years of penance for covetousness. The soul identifies himself Statius, an ancient poet. He will accompany Dante and Virgil on the remaining ascent as an interpreter. He has freedom to choose this for himself because he has no sins in the 6th or 7th terrace. He's free man. So this was this chapter. Now we start with pile number 1. It's a little bit challenge always to put this cards away. I'm excited as you are, hopefully. I'm very curious what's happening here because I just fast sorted these cards. I have no idea what's coming. So let's leave this together. So we have here security. Looks like there is like a carvings in the what is this, like a first drawings on the stone wall in this kind of southern France, or what was it? I studied art history, then it was like, what is the place name called? But anyway, it's almost like the search for the twin flame has been since the beginning of the time in this pile. Looks like almost like a caveman here as well. This is somehow like when I saw this dragon and this fire, I'm like, okay, this is totally like some kind of security, like a really keeping like somehow your heart safe until the right key shows up. Like there has to be the lock and the key and the heart opens, and yes, there is some kind of like a how long journey has this been? But since the times of man, the church has been going on, or maybe, who knows, we will find out if this has already happened, that the twins have met. But yeah, Dragon Cave. This anyway is a crystal about archetype of Emperor and Empress in the highest power. So if the twins get together, they can really be like the king and queen. while if they don't, they become people pleaser and martyrs in the worst case. So this, how is possible that the two powerful rulers can meet? Let's see. We read this advice card in the end. We have here Saktipot of Seahorse 31. So there's this. Seahorse are interesting thing because it's almost like when I think about seahorse, always like this idea that if you take a picture of a seahorse with a flashlight, they kind of die. So they're very like sensitive to the light. Here we have this kind of dim light also. It's a little bit this kind of like a heart with a cave feeling, like there is really this sacred fire burning, and you should not like spoil it with too much flashlight or like I don't know, fame with the spotlight. Okay, then we have here, this is Archangel Jeremiel, and inside innerlijke kracht, so it's inside power. It's also cross, so maybe some kind of like a religious thing is part of your connection, that you have some kind of faith. Prayers have been made to meet, but anyway, inside it's really like this key, like there is like an inside, there is the power. If you get to the inside of this connection, that's the twin flame journey, is to get to the inside this cave. This is hard. It's almost like a lion cave. Like there is this kind of children play, like going into the cave, and then there is this lion, like, oh my god. But anyway, here is this kind of hunter in the cave. Then we have here support. Your life purpose fully supports you, so it's a good thing there is this support available. We have here also 22, this kind of witchy card. Let's look at this. Twin flame journey. Somebody busy with the cauldron. This is usually very like a sacred, like things are happening in the cauldron. Is like this kind of magic circle. Again, things is about a little bit this security thing, like things are kept in a small circle. Oh, there is this kind of secret recipe. Interesting. Anyway, there is this Harry Potter style oval on the shoulder. Let's see what comes with. There's also the snake biting the leg. So it's a little bit like yeah, like really, how could I say, like there's a newspaper even on the lap. Who knows what that means? He's looking at the latest news, looking for the twin flame. Anyway, let's see. And then we have here my drawings. These are now for the twin flame collection. So there is 2 pages. So the relationship between the twin flame is, they are kind of equal in the sense that they are both having this kind of childlike young energy of the page, very like a adventurous, curious. This would be the curious type. Page of sword. What value does this thought and feeling serve the greater good in me or others? So it's having like a higher view on things, very much following the path of knowledge and curiosity. And the other twin is romantic type, is Page of Cup. I usually connect it as an inner child healing, but this is also like a big dreamer. I also often think it's like a Sandman card. But I draw this, our heart is our true compass. So there is this kind of like understanding this kind of connection between, even the other one is a little bit like in another world, like they live in a different world, but they see each other and they try to like make connection, even they live in a different world. This is your twin flame cards. I see a lot of comment here. Maybe I look now who have joined here. God, oh my God, I should not. I'm from Ireland and your voice is so relaxing. Thank you. Yeah, something good. And there is a Gemini. I think, did I read for you last time, Sorenable? Maybe. I have made so many like this kind of readings that I read live. But, and yes, she's from Poland. Yes, I was making this reading before. This is now general pile reading, and this is now your couple energy of twin flame. This is really new to me to do twin flame readings, but I truly believe that this can happen, that you can find your twin flame and it can indeed be intense and life-changing. So this black cat and black crow, and like a romantic poet cat here. Yes. But this person has the higher view on things. Almost like a, yeah. You can really, in the psychic ways, you can get very far if you're curious, like a child. And Page is kind of this kind of childish energy that you are open to kind of new information, and or like your heart is open. Like here, the heart is open. Here, your mind is open, and this is the twin connection. Like it's a very good. It's almost like a, yeah. There is like air element. Is very purifying to the heart, and this is of course connected to heart is water element. So I mean these both are like a, I think, good match, because water and air, it's good even elements. Anyway, this is now my impression of these cards, but we will look now some things around. So sacral chakra also is like a creativity and sexuality, is really this kind of high powers. How to be even creative together, I would say. This could be the even if these twins have met in the Stone Age, they have already been creative in this sense, like they have been scribbling on the wall. Now you can do much more. Anyway, this is now basic cards. We're gonna see the landscape, emotional landscape in this. So we're gonna got tuned to this, what's going on now with this twin flame connection. So pile number one, what is happening? We have here home, so it could be like a focus on a home. And this cave is kind of like a, who knows, maybe if they are separate now. Often the twin flame story is that it's interesting actually, like I didn't even say like that, but twin flame, and then we have here a flame in a cave. Like it is often that the twins meet in the time when they have hard moments in their life and they cannot easily come together. So it's all this kind of like almost like a spiritual awakening that has to happen before the two persons can get together. So maybe having this home together is like a final goal, but now they are kind of in the man and a woman caves, and that's like here. And then we have here freedom. Okay, this is actually, it's almost like this message is also very clear in both sides. The cat is free to do whatever. The bird is free. It's kind of showing to others how free they can be. And then we have here nostalgic. Okay, that's also like soulmate energy is usually the 6 of Cups. So you can be very nostalgic about something. Interesting, the twin flame connection is kind of like maybe you've met in the past and you start to remember the past lives. Cozy room again. So everything is pointing out somehow that you are wanting to get together in a cozy room, hotel room, home, somewhere in a cave to come together. Like, interesting. The cat is indeed kind of like a home animal, and the bird has their nest. So let's see. And the cooking here maybe is something to do with that too, that there is this really like a, there is like a gathering together to eat. It's like somehow something they both like. So next thing, before I go to these special cards about twin flame, I will take these current feelings of the person. So now we see the current feelings of the twin flame. This could be even a person you never met, but it's there, has already been born. Sometimes I'm laughing this like, if like, like I'm 46 years old, but like the love of my life has already been born by now. That's for sure. You just have to find it. So also your twin flame is there. You just have to locate it. You're trying to locate it. What is the current feelings? You could recognize. Okay, let's see. Pile number 1. Joyride by Roxette. I hit the road. Out of nowhere, I had to jump in my car and be a rider in a love game following the stars. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Then moon and a sun. That's really like a twin flame thing, like these polar opposites. Heart on my sleeve. Every day. Okay, by Olimers. It's a song. The truth hurts, but lies hurt worse. Tonight I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. Oh wow. What a coincidence, like this cat having the heart on the sleeve kind of, and then this. Oh, maybe you should listen to this song. Oh, this part of the twin flame is the wearing the heart on the sleeve. The Page of Cup. I often, like, I have so many meanings of this card. I just draw it like this now. But our heart is our true compass, and then heart can be on our sleeve. How beautiful. And then, somebody's saying I'm 49. Yes, I'm 46. This is a proof that if you're psychic, you can kind of like live a healthy life when your head is like having clarity, I would say. Anyway, maybe I can do sometimes video of some little witchy tricks how to stay young, but anyway, who knows why I'm still so energetic. But I believe it's all about energy. You have to have a high energy and then you stay young. Anyway, this one has the heart on sleeve and this too. So this part of the twin flame, this one, this romantic dreamer, the biggest dreamer, the kind of Sandman cat, has the heart on the sleeve. Oh, so sweet. Oh. Okay, then we have here, you make me feel so safe. And that is underneath this security. So this is a big part of this twin flame connection, that you feel like you can be safe together. Like that's important in this relationship. Then let people be who they are, and warmth, acceptance, sauna, look life with approval and gratitude. Home is where my heart is, centered in love and light. Again, the home is mentioned, and even sauna. I mean, me as a Finnish person, I have to have at least one card mentioning sauna. But sometimes this can be really like the sense of home. I mean, in Finland, every Saturday there is almost this kind of tradition that the family goes together to sauna. So it's like time to relax. This twin flame connection will be exactly that. Put the fire on in the fireplace. Enjoy to be back home, back together. We will see what's going on. Like, is it know how it's happening? Dream healing, ancient Greeks. Dreaming seen a spiritual practice, a connection to the divine. Erebus was king of darkness and is kind of like king of cups. Nyx was goddess of night. That's like queen of cups. I mean, these are totally like a loving cards mentioned here. And then son of them was Hypnos of sleep, and that's like a knight of cups. And the son of the Hypnos is Morpheus, and that's a Sandman. Interesting, this is coming here when I'm just talking about Sandman. So to know who is this person, this is like a family tree where it's coming from. So his or her father is Hypnos, and their parents were in darkness and goddess of night. Interesting. And then Plato has said dreams are expression of our repressed desires. Beautiful, like really there must be, I think there is this Plato thing also related to the cave, the shadows in the cave. There is this whole philosophy about it. I'm like now not like sharp in my mind to remember exactly what was that, but it was totally this story about seeing the shadows in the cave, like not seeing the reality or something. This could be meaningful in this connection, this story in the cave, the Plato story. Maybe you could check this to understand more this twin flame connection. And then one more, sacral chakra is the same as we had this crystal. I'm prosperous and love having money. I love money and money loves me. Okay, so in this twin flame connection, there is even this kind of like looking for being wealthy. But maybe that makes the safety. There is this support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So yeah, having the life purpose supporting you means also like having that energy to be abundant. Maybe that money thing is even something to do with the challenges, how these twins can get together. So, and of course, good kingdom, there is always like things are like taken care of so that you don't become like a people pleaser or martyr, that you garden this kind of safety of your kingdom, maybe with the boundaries and rules also that keep the flame alive. Like there has to be this kind of, maybe even this kind of like rituals to keep the love alive. Here I see like a drawing here. What is this drawing? Like a buffalo. There is like a hunter has been in this cave. Maybe the archetypes of these two persons would be warrior and huntress. Even it's kind of showing here a little bit like hunting this fish, seeing from the bigger perspective, hunting the better views. Okay, so now, okay, one more. We look at the rune still for this connection. So this is our love. Oh, beautiful. So there is definitely love in this pile. If you have chose this pile number 1, there is a love rune here. So I think it's like this way. Pointed rune, love. Very positive. I get like a nice feeling. Now we look this erotic fantasy tarot, and now we look this spread. It's totally new for me. Where is this card? Here. So 1. What is known in this relationship? And now I actually want to have this whole big stone. This is my magic spectacally from Finland that I randomly picked from the street. This is how, if you want to live like a psychic, you actually just follow your intuition and you find things, and the things find you. So Sorenable is saying, yes, I know it's a general, so thank for reminding me. Yes, I would love to talk to her, but I keep my distance. So yeah, there is twin flame connection. What I like, it's like there is really some kind of challenges, but if this is happening, it's kind of life-changing. It's like such an intense connection that it's even scary. Let's put this here. These two twins. The color that that unites these two is black. So this is how you recognize that you both like the color black. That I would say, black cat and black crow. Kind of mystical to, yeah, maybe even the archetype could be mystic. This is such a like a cat having 9 lives, crow going from the underworld to the world, like really accessing all the places. They're both very psychic as well. That could be a quality here that you are not maybe even aware that you both are. Like that is the mirroring thing. The twins mirror each other. So if one is a psychic, the other one is too, and they should just like wake up to that skill. If they didn't, they can see this reflection from the other twin. So now, what is known in this? And it comes also this Sometimes indeed the card just jump on me and I was gonna take one, but the second time. Then what is hidden in this twin flame connection? And now advice from the spirit, how this twin can, what is this thing between these two persons? Exciting. Let's see. So what is known is 7 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. So there is this money thing. There is like a looking the wealth, looking how much you got. Possibly you have this relationship connection. Somehow you're aware of your twin, I would say, because it's look how far we have come. And this far is written here with the runes even. So it's kind of emphasizing this card, meaning that how far we have come, then far is here, and this is about travel and a choice to go somewhere. So it is kind of like these two cards even come together. It's almost like this is the dynamic. There is like a calculating the money, can I afford to meet the other person, or did I work enough? And then the other one, like how we could, where we would travel to meet each other. Like the travel is usually very much highlighted in this card, but also going out of the comfort zone. So this card can be also like the other twin has very hard time to go out of the comfort zone, and that can create this kind of issues that they are like a 1 foot in and 1 foot out, like almost like, I mean, they have to make the choice. They really have to like put all in and just go, just travel and go. Here also there is a kind of hesitant energy here that's currently known. There is some Rohit Panya say, hello ma'am, this is now twin flame reading that I have never done before. Now it's a twin flame reading, and this is now we are looking into the twin flame connection by number 1. So it's a general reading, and later I put the timestamp, so if you feel like using your intuition, you can then later use this and then go with this kind of first choices. Now we are in the reading. So what is hidden then? Okay, so this is the page of, like, interestingly, this is the whole twin flame, like I am, like a principle is like they are kind of like a young spirited people. They have like a curious, open heart. Here we have this kind of new investment. So it's the same energy, page energy here, but page of Pentacle. So the hidden is how much you invest. The investment is really there. Like, do you dare to invest? Do you trust this twin flame connection and you invest to it? That is here. Like, it can be really sometimes hard to, like, how much this cost for me now to meet you, or like travel there to meet you, or like there's really this choice to be made. Like, okay, I do give my, but this is like a defensive here. The pentacle become like a defensive, like a warrior type indeed. I talk about already this whole connection is about this two person is like a huntress and a warrior. They are like this kind of two warriors, and so they are kind of this kind of standstill. Should I invest? That's the hidden. That's why there is this waiting. And now we get the advice from the spirit. Ta-da! Maybe we take this kind of funny howl and sound. Let's see what is coming here. Advice from the spirit. Oh my god, witchy voice. Is a good thing? Yes. I kind of guess it's something can be bad here. So Devil card is here. 15. Very strong major arcana card. So getting somebody free is a team. Like, somebody is not so free to go as they think. That's the issue here. There's this kind of limiting beliefs maybe, but that is the advice from the spirit. You have to get, like, even these times we have this last dance with the devil, like a Capricorn. There is the Pluto and Capricorn. There is completely this kind of dark times in the astrological way. And here we have the devil card. This can be totally asking you to do shadow work, to address some kind of limiting belief, the shadow you try to hide, the unconscious habits, like a things that you have pushed aside. You have to address this now. This is here. As outcome card, it often tells that it's possible. Facing the shadow is the next thing. Is the thing you have to do. You really have to look the devil in the eye, like, okay, I see you, and you cannot stop this twin-flame connection. We are gonna be together. But here, because we have a 10 of Pentacles next to it, it's completely this kind of like a happiness. And often the classic tarot card is like a living. This bride is getting married, but here is like getting married and being happy together until the old age. That will be the like a fulfillment with the abundance and your property and everything. Like it's a happy connection. But there is this devil here you have to address before you get there. So that's the challenge. Interesting, this pot is cooking just where the devil is, so maybe there is this thick soup. Sometimes there is this kind of saying, like since 2008, when the Capricorn went to Pluto, we've been kind of in this sticky soup, all dealing our like a darkness, and that's like we should get out of this kind of this hot pot. we should get free. That is the advice. You have to face this devil here that stops this thing, and it could be related to money. So come to tell me if you have a wedding. I'm happily coming there if you invite me. So there is love in the table. There's all the good omens here. There's just some devilish thing that you have to go through. Maybe I read this devil card for you exactly, because this is now the work here. This is like a warning. But on this position, the devil is kind of like saying, yes, you can really get there if you face this devil. You just have to face it. You have to like go through this for the transformation. So overcoming limits, the strength to break the chains of captivity. Release your unspoken desires. Address your own needs with confidence and help others to do the same. So almost like you stating what you need, you help others also to do the same. So you kind of set example how you can free from the devil. It could be really some kind of past relationship you are tangled in. Your fears about even marriage, because this is like a person getting married here. Maybe it's like a beautiful new beginning and start, but there is whole this kind of shadow here. Let's read about this 10 of Cups, Pentacle also. I'm really happy to make this kind of twin flame reading, because first time I ever do it. So the strength of one's possessions, the servants care for the lady. Our own security gives us the peace of mind to enjoy pleasures. Remember what you have and the value of the experiences you have had. Yes, being grateful what you already got. Not to think that this devil even can stop your twin flame to happen. So there is support. This is the sticky soup. You have to like understand. It makes me really think like my grandma was from Karelia, and this is I'm so old that my Karelia grandma was in the Second World War. But her favorite soup was the dead soup, and she wanted to give us this dead soup, and I was like, oh my god, Granny! Like there was all kind of like a things from the cow, that when the cow was slaughtered, there was everything in that soup. It was really like a witchy soup. There was like all kind of joints and tongue and I don't know if there was in the eyeball, but like it was totally this kind of witchy soup that I had to eat as a child. And somehow this is, you have to look what is in the soup. You really have to look what you've been fed, what people have fed you, what is in the soup. That's the devil. So now, even this crow is kind of very clever, because there's like, what value does this thought and feeling serve the greater good in me or others? It's kind of seeing the higher. This is also maybe already giving a little clue how to go about. Now we see these advice cards. So I think I want to leave the security in the end, and we look the Shaktipat of Seahorse first. What is that message? I was kind of like too curious to add so many different texts, but I was like, let's find for good this twin flame connection now. Like, I'm also curious. Usually I don't choose before I've done all the reading, then I go back to my reading and then I look also what I choose myself, but this is interesting pile for sure. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax and you shall attract all you need. Wow, it's really like a positive message about this twin flame too. Like, if you didn't met your or attract twin flame yet, yes, you're on the right path, because you are getting like a pure heart to attract the highest like alignment to you. You are kind of making this kind of spiral to attract like a seahorse. Wow. Maybe I need to read something else. Still, volatile or overly restless seas compromise the well-being of the seahorse. Such intensity drains their energy, forcing them to go against their naturally gentle way of being. They thrive in environments that are calm and accommodate their slow, graceful movements. Rather than aggressively hunting, seahorses patiently wait until what they need comes their way and then actively receive it. Seahorse has a relationship of commensalism with seagrass and coral. Commensalism is the medicine of connection, protection, and stabilization. In such a relationship, we receive what we need without being parasitic. We intelligently seek our sources that naturally support us, rather than attempting to manipulate someone or something to be other than what it is. In the case of the seahorse, as it hides from predators in the seagrass and steadies itself on coral, neither seagrass nor coral are harmed. The symbiotic relationship of seahorse and his helpful friends reflects the supportive nature of the relationship between soul and spirit. Spirit will provide whatever support the soul requires to thrive. In Greek myth, the seahorse is hippocampus, which translates as horse of the sea. Known both as steeds of the gods and as benevolent creatures who prevented sailors from drowning or becoming lost at sea, seahorses are a symbol of protection. They are about outmaneuvering negative forces and bringing grace and peace. Seahorse is our guardian when we are going through challenging times, especially on an emotional level. And Shaktipat here in this card means that it's a transmission of grace. It is an enlightening gift of energy that enables mastery. Shaktipat of Seahorse empowers us to instinctively seek environments that are conducive to our well-being, rather than damaging ourselves by trying to adapt to external situations or societal values. It teaches that we are enough and we have the innate spiritual magnetism to attract what we need in our lives. We gravitate away from falsehood and towards authentic being. So that is this twin flame journey. This is all about getting to this kind of like clear coral water your twin in some kind of exotic island with the turquoise waters, looking the seahorse together, like very beautiful, like a spirit animal also here. Ah, she has subscribed. Current feeling, somebody is asking. Yes, in the end of this reading, I will look which is one question, and you don't have to have any specific star sign, you can be anybody, but I want to get good question in the sense that it's clearly written. Write your question clearly so I can take it. But now this is pile number 1, so you have to be patient with me because we have still 2 piles to go before I do any private question. So we have still 1 more to go. The security is indeed the last advice for this twin flame connection. So let's see. I love to see this flame here. And who knows, I make these twin flame readings more, but this was first time I try. Firelit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves often represented a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine warmth of Mother Earth, and the Sacred Heart. Also, caves can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. You are safe and protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. That is beautiful because there is really, like, even in this reading is showing the support angel here. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hyper vigilant lately, take a break. Relax, know that all is well. You can turn it all over to Creator. Wow. This twin flame connection here is kind of like a getting a blessing from from God, let's say. But you have, I'm just pointing you out the hard part. You have this devil to address what is this shadow here before this union and marriage can happen. So that is something. But interesting, the home is really the heart here. Oh, maybe there is something about the home, building a home and keeping the devil at bay. So the love can flourish here. Okay, so then I think I go to the next one. I'm just happy to see very loving pile. This was that. So this is a loving pile. Let's see. I mean, all piles should be actually, because this is a twin flame reading. But I have no idea what is coming next. The person who chose the pile number 2. I'm gonna put the cards now. And this is my active divination. I do once a week this to have this kind of consistent, committed, imperfect action. I made a video about that principle. It's very powerful to keep doing something to get better at it. So, I've been doing 2 years now. It's kind of like a long thing. Next. So here we have, I think all the cards are here, I guess so. Yes. Okay, pile number 2 starts now. Maybe we start immediately with this sound because I I find it funny, like a number 2, what could be the Halloween sound for this twin flame connection? Okay, somebody's on the door. Something is about that. Okay. Throat chakra, always you have to express, don't be a silent child. We have this interesting cat here looking the stars with a like a really like almost like the twin flame is in a distant galaxy, but let's see. He also wonders, like everything is very like almost like exotic with this crystal purging through. It's like really like going through to another world. Same as this, checking what is in the galaxy, and there is this like a crystal. We have here then Archon Barbelo. This is the advice card for the twin flame connection. We have here books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement books. This reading is somehow very important part of your twin flame connection. Maybe you find even some way to the other twin with the books. The library, a secret romance is being born. Okay. It's kind of like a very intellectual, this kind of like atmosphere. This could be in the same kind of house. So then we have, this is Archangel Ariel and Lucky Glow. So this is kind of like all 4 elements, and the wisdom about these 5 elements is actually that the center is the ether. The center is actually the 5th. You're centered. This is luck in this relationship. I love to see that there is also the green color here. Who knows, there is something to do with Ireland. I know there was this one person having connection to Ireland. Now I see very Irish colors here. Then I'm gonna read your comments a little bit later. Now I can see somebody subscribed. Thank you everybody who subscribed. It helps me because I'm a new YouTuber, and yes, I have not earned so much yet. This is a nice thing. It helps my channel to be more noticed. Okay, so then let's see. Witchy card is number 1. This kind of witch with a pot, but also all kind of like a beauty makeup, and there is a crow here also. My number 1 was a crow in the cards, but this is having this kind of conversation with a messenger who is very like a, let's say, giving all kind of gifts. A faithful bird. This kind of twin would be kind of, even I get this idea like this twin in the story. Twin story is a little bit like the other twin is a little bit like a hidden in a form of a crow. It's a little bit like a musket, not so visible. Then we get these 2 cards, and this is the exact pile where nothing is drawn. These are blanco cards. So I ask now advice from the audience, like for the next time I will draw these cards, but if you have any ideas what could be in this, the twin flame connection between Moon, mysterious, and 7 of Wands. So usual meaning is really like a Moon card is that you should not even know something. It's kind of interesting, like exactly these cards are the leftover cards where I have no time to draw them. And I left him, this is the invisible tarot deck, so this is how I start always brainstorming. And that's now about your twin flame connection. It's almost like a tabula rasa, like a blank canvas, like anything can be possible. Your twin could be anybody here. It's almost like this mystery here, even with who is this crow? You are kind of like a puzzle, like, okay, all these gifts are coming, all this beautiful makeup, boots, hat, what is it? All like wealth is here, but who is this secret, like a benefactor here? Who is this? So And this person is reading from the books a little to understand better the twin flame connection. Anyway, everything is very lucky here, but there's wonders. But it's actually interesting is even that part of this deck pile is like this gazing to the moon, and I mean like the stars. And then we have the moon card here, so it is, this mystery is part of this relationship. It's like maybe like a mystic, there is some kind of mystic thing going on here. But how I design these cards, I can give you like a little tips how you could help me if you now want to like think about actively what these cards could be. So usually I start by writing this sentence. So I search for like this kind of meaning of the card, that what could be the perfect sentence to summarize this card. And when I have found that sentence, I write the sentence, and then maybe during the process I also get the idea of the image, but only after I found the sentence I draw. This is how I was now designing these other cards. So if you would like find a perfect sentence for the moon card or the seven of wands, it would really help me to design this. But now this is all empty. Twin flame connection. Seven of wands is often like standing your ground, having a little bit stalemate, even like nothing is happening. There is just like this kind of like a boundaries are set. So when I see this like a Ouija pot here, it's almost like there is this sacred circle. Like even in my tarot reading, I have this idea like this is a sacred space for shadow love. Like this witch has created this kind of sacred space, but maybe if this is the sacred space, it is really so keeping like the doors closed, that even the other person is, because twin is reflecting back to you, mirroring back to you. So they are like a moon reflecting back to you the mysterious cycles, like the womb and the cauldron are connected also, and this moon is really like a mother or like this kind of cycle. So there's really this, that there's some heavy boundaries, like a heavy safety measures are set, and things are staying like apart and mysterious in this twin flame connection. Okay, let's see now. I thought too much this thing. Now let's see the emotional landscape to locate your twin flame. So what's going on? Where we find this moon and a seven of wands person? What is the emotional landscape around this connection? I'm curious to find out by number 2 what's going on. What is going on? We have here sky is the limit, dream big. So interesting, it's totally reflecting this, that there is such a power of love in the unknown. When you let yourself dream big, you really will reach that same big dreamer twin flame connection. So then what is saying, like, hi Shayla, have 2nd March. Okay, I will not read this comment now, because if you have a question, write it very clearly that I can understand immediately what it's about. Okay, the next landscape is pause. Yeah, there is this kind of stalemate. There is like some kind of pause. There's like a heavy boundaries going on here. That's what is maybe the issue here. Reaching out to you anyway. There is, and of course, one is here like, okay, do you like this necklace? It's like this crow is clearly like coming. Then finding inner peace. Okay, this is a part of this. And lovely minded. Okay. I do see there is this kind of very like a friendly kind of like a atmosphere around here. Like nice words are being said. That's how you know your twin. They bring you smile on your face. So then next thing we're gonna see the rune. What is the rune of this connection? That's strength. Okay. Strength. Then we see the current feelings of your person. So this is now your twin flame connection feelings that we will have. I'm gonna take this a little bit deeper. Number 2. What you need to know of your twin flame to find it. If you don't know yet, who is it? Soon you will find. We'll find it together. Oh wow, 2 of Cups. So there's definitely twin flame connection. There's like a huge bonfire here. Bonfire burning for you, celebration of love. Wow. So that's what is here. Hot, hot. Like if you get together, like if this actually now when I think about it, there is like a huge like amount of ones that if you put them on fire, the kind of like the limitations go off because kind of like the 7 ones start to burn. It's almost like this kind of follow. So yeah, bonfire burning for you. Okay, 2 of Cups is totally the love card, choice card. It's here. Match made in heaven, 100% yes. Action now or never. Intention, dream, relationship, feeling aligned. Wow. Again, like going for the heaven, aiming to the heaven. Oh. Then we have here root chakra. I honor my need for gentleness, care, and consideration. This like little rabbit is here. Then magical love. Manifestation of love happening, momentum in a magical love. That's the magic of love, baby. Again, this kind of like the rabbit is here. The rabbit is here in this kind of like a little magical place. So things can happen, but it's a little bit mysterious. Then Alan Walker, what is it, play? We used to hide under the covers, serenade each others with careless melodies. Something burned deep inside us, the magic and the minor. We are like piano keys. You played for me. I heard like the memory. Wow, there's totally this music. And this connects me to the next thing about twin flame that I am aware, like twin flames know each other for the fact that they are connected each other with the music. And they are like this throat chakra is completely like somebody is like this birdie able to express. Somebody's able to express with words or any way express. That's part of this twin flame connection, the expression. And twin flame connection, you kind of hear the songs and they make you think about that twin flame, like the songs, like you're completely into this kind of like a frequency, same frequency. Start to hear the songs. So here we have Alan Walker play is playing here. And welcome home, on aeronaut, dream navigator. This is your dream. Here you can learn, discover, heal, and awaken to different realities. You dream every single night, whether you remember it or not. Do you remember? Am I dreaming? Okay, so this tells me like you have maybe, this is such a mysterious thing, this moon card here. Like it really tells me like you have met in your dreams when you were sleeping, your twin flame. You have had some hot passion going on in your dream. But in the waking life, you have kind of like a, whatever, like a conscious mind active to forget all this. But you have met your twin in the moonlight, in your sleep. That's how whatever song, whatever this is connected to this kind of dream man. That's it. or a woman. And you're looking at the stars to try to locate it. Yeah. Or books, even. Love stories. So sky is the limit, dream big. Now I think we're gonna be ready to take these cards. So we're gonna have this twinflame 3-pile reading. So what we know about this relationship, I already was saying that this could be somehow like a dream relationship based on these feelings. Let's see. Twinflame, 2 cards. What we know, and then what is hidden here. So this. And advice from the spirit and spirit guides to you about this twin-flame connection. This. So, ready? So we know about the twin-flame connection. Okay, powerful. 2 major arcana cards. Hermit, Virgo card also, and the Taurus card, Hierophant. So here we have a teacher and a spiritual guide, or like really this kind of master of the inner journeys, inner work, possible even shadow work. And this is a spiritual leader card also, very like 2 teachers. That's how they like reflect to each other. The twin flames are like mirror to each other. So one is having really like this hermit path, and one is like this kind of marriage card, in the sense that very connected to the community, but there is this, both are like teachers and leaders guiding others with their wisdom. So the wisdom is connecting these two. Actually the books are very relevant here. This both would be having nice books. Talk about books. And they have now managed to see each other in a dream. Interesting. Gandalf, like a wizard. Wizard and a spiritual leader, they're both kind of wizards. Higher knowledge. Twin flame connection. You need a telescope. I think I will read something about these stories, because these are major arcana. This is totally like a life path. These are 2 strong personalities for sure. They are like a totally like visible in their own ways. So, but interesting, the spiritual aspect is also important here somehow. Sacred. And the rituals maybe. Or even this hermit, the own time is very important to have this kind of own time too. Interesting. Just need to get these kind of cards. So number 9, Hermit. One of the twin flame is this. That we know. Wisdom is the word that should guide you. There is time to wait, rest and heal, and there comes a time when you know you have stopped for too long. Solitude is required to build up physical and mental energy. Are you able to be your own guide? Wisdom will determine when it is time to seek other guidance. It's almost like inner guidance bring you to the twin flame. Share your wisdom with those who ask for it. Let them seek you out. Your life's work is to gather knowledge, not to promote it for your own gain. Move slowly through the world with patient observation. Sometimes it is good to be alone, meditate and strengthen yourself. Thus you will be ready for what approaches. So everything starts with this kind of self-love. Very strong, wise, let's say psychic even self-love. And then you are ready to come to meet your twin, but there's this inner journey that is, maybe this whole journey of the twin flame here is this two teacher type people have to learn the lessons while coming together. They have things to teach to others, so they have like a kind of big purpose also to serve others, and that role can be also like a somehow part of this, that they cannot always meet because they're busy serving the community. Yes, and then we have this Hierophant, High Priest. It's totally like a mirror energy indeed. So, let's just twist this here. Yes. All sages know how to link rationality and faith, dialogue and action, altruism and pragmatism. That is the way of the true spiritual authority. When you decide to ascend a papal throne, do so as if such a task were given to you from above or from the best and oldest part of you. The best teachings are offered with humble grace. Have faith in the future and in the goodness of people. Trust that you will be led on a path of righteousness. You are ready to lead and advise, listening to your inner teachers and uniting heaven and earth, matter and spirit. Open your arms to embrace tradition and share your spiritual wealth with the world. Wow, this is totally the theme here, like to share with the others. That's also strength here. Sharing is caring. Okay, let's see now what is unknown about this. So we have a Seven of Cups. It's like a dreamy, and oh wow, again this mirror energy showing up. So 2 7 cards. 7 somebody could be even born 77, but 7 of Cups, a dreaming energy. It's above the 7 of Wands. Look, we didn't had in our twin flame connection cards this picture, and now we got it here above this, almost like spirits want to show you, like, look, it's unknown. It's unknown because we got even a Blanco card, but it's here. That's what this card's gonna show you. This is other part of the twin flame. Another one is this dreamer. I told this already. It's a dreamer. It's in the sleep. It's totally these cards now coming alive here. Wow, 7 Cool. I'm gonna read this. Getting excited about these stories. So 7 of Cups. So this will tell you about these unknown cards. One of the twin is this. You can choose from many gifts, but you cannot have everything. So be wise in your choosing. Distinguish the good from less good and consider how your choices affect others. Take the path that improves you, not the one of immediate satisfaction. Fortune is coming. The fortune was even here. Fortune is coming. Where is it sitting? Whether it is material or moral treasure is up to you. Wow. Okay. And the other twin, 7 of Wands. Now we get to the meat of this reading. It's nice to investigate this stuff, like somebody has this kind of twin flame connection. So this is now coming clear. It's a positive side. Don't be afraid of challenges. In fact, seek them out now. You have the power to overcome them all and tackle what the majority of your peers could never do. Commitment, magnificence, and certain sense of rightness superiority will accompany you in great fears. No, great feats. So you can have like great feats if you get over these obstacles. These are the twins in this 2-7 mirroring. These two spiritual teachers. 7-7. Lucky. I think the number 7 is even very lucky. Anyway, the archangel will be Ariel, if you want to check. I'm not gonna now read about those angels. We get then one advice card from the spirits to this twin flame connection. Wow, and 10 of Pentacles. And this is almost like, this is a negative side. So something is the challenge here, like in the other pile was showing also the devil. Here the challenge is the money. There's something about this abundance now, stopping this connection going forward. So that's advice of the spirit. Maybe we're gonna understand better how to, because there was this luck part here, part of this. So what is this money issue? This is like a normal things in life. Sometimes we do have issues with the money. Even to get married, it costs, everything costs. So something is missing at the end of your adventure. The castle where you hope to reign is locked against you. To open the doors wide to any form of wealth, you need to be able to rejoice in what you have. Trust in the future and invest emotionally in what is truly worthwhile, and you will get what you crave. Okay, so being grateful for what you already got is gonna open this door. Let me read what would be the fulfillment when you're able to do that, because this is a current challenge for you in the twin flame connection, that the door is locked. So what if it would be open with this? And let's aim for that. Stability and the end of the struggle are your rewards after so much effort. Affluence and pleasure are the treasure that you and those you love have earned. Learn how to maintain this paradise for the good of the family. New adventures are ready for you for your comfort, security, and enjoyment of what you have always wanted. So now in this twin flame connection, you really have to know what you want to get it. You have to have a clear intention. This is what I want to have, and not to focus to the closed doors. You have to find with the gratitude what you got, and then maybe you have to work a little bit harder on something, because that's the issue here. We're gonna go to the advice cards. Maybe the part of the mystery is because these were left like this also that I had no time to draw in. Sometimes time can play us in the sense that I had no time to do this challenge to draw all these cards. I had time to draw 2 cards, but not because the 2 other cards I already got drawn. This I had no time to draw. And sometimes the time, we have to understand that we have a limited time here. If you want to meet our twin flame, we have to start to become like conscious about the time passing, and there is not forever time, and so you have to really start focusing what you want if you want this twin flame connection to succeed, says spirit. So there's this dreaming energy here. Sometimes you can dream away, you can just sleep away your life. It's a warning here also. You have to be active. Also you can read books, but don't forget to live the life. So let's see the advice cards. We see first Archon Barbelo, number 10. Number 10 was totally above this card that is your challenge to be abundant. So maybe it gives a little advice to this. Number 10 can be really the Wheel of Fortune. You have to start mastering the energy of Wheel of Fortune that is completely showing in this luck card that is present here. This could be connected to island, of course. This is totally like a symbol of island. But 4 elements, and the center of it all is the ether. It's like the really focus what you want to get it. Spinning the wheel from the center. The ether is there. Your destiny. On your heart. Green is totally color of the heart. And this is the next from the heart chakra. This is already like this is like the, how do you call it, like a valve between the heart and the third eye and the crown chakra. So communicating about your heart becomes important, and sharing your truth becomes important. I think really this two-person serving the world, making some kind of sacrifices in the sense to be like not just about egoistic about what I got, but share what I have. Being grateful what you have and share what the little you got. So somehow this goes forward to then get this open, this door. Open sesame. This is challenge of being the service of others. Anyway, this is your advice from the spirit. For twin flame connection. Your biology and gender are creative and powerful means for you to express your soul path. Sometimes you may feel limited by gender constraints or stereotypes, but your spirit can never be restricted or controlled. Embrace the journey of what it feels like to be you in your own body. There is much benefit and healing to be gained through an embrace of your life journey, including the deeper experience of the absolute freedom of your spirit. Archon Barbelo is an angel, goddess, divine mother, and sacred space. She is mysterious and powerful. She is the inviolable purity and truth of your being. The spiritual essence within you that is eternal and cannot be tainted or distorted. Her presence in a reading is a sign that any errors in judgment shall be corrected and any losses shall be restored. If you have been off your path or become disconnected from your real self, she is the innate understanding and power within your heart that pulls you back into authentic connection and true direction. Archon Barbelo teaches the soul the mystery of how we can be in a male or female body and yet have characteristics of both the masculine and feminine within us. She also helps us understand how our androgynous spiritual essence can embrace masculine and feminine energies to accomplish its higher purpose. This spiritual essence is beyond gender and is not altered by it in any way. When a connection to the androgyny of the spirit is experienced authentically, there is no rejection of the biology of the body, nor the gender-based experiences that the soul has chosen to fulfill its spiritual mission. We can enjoy our inner masculine and feminine energies and engage with them to create, celebrate, grow spiritually, and heal our soul. Every soul has a unique path, and yet every soul is here to find the way home to divine love and inner truth. The feminine energies in every soul empower our ability to embrace what is and find compassion. This allows for the mercy, forgiveness, and wisdom that start with what is and hold space for evolution into what can be. The masculine energies in every soul encourage exploration, development, and inquiry, stimulating us to question everything, which can lead to discernment and higher understanding and keep us strong. This ensures the negativities are banished from our personal space before they can undermine our personal healing and spiritual progress. Archon Barbell helps us fully experience the masculine and feminine principles as creative, interesting, and powerful methods of expression rather than definition of who we are. Interesting thing about this, because these are kind of like a two male leaders meeting, so it's really like this kind of like a, who knows what is the gender of this couple, the twin flame, so it tells like it can be anything. Then we have the final sacred destiny advice for you, pile number 2. Wonders. I think it's the last card of this whole deck. It's almost like a... The journey can be long to find your twin, but it's like this, it's possible. Quartz crystal. Natural rock crystals, clear amethyst, citrine, rose and smoky, were all revered in ancient times. The Aborigines of Australia call it maban, which was the material through which their shamans and elders gained their magical powers. The Egyptians believed quartz had mystical healing abilities and would bury their dead with a piece of crystal on their forehead. The Greeks and Romans believed crystals were solid eyes that had been formed by the gods, and those had mystical powers. So there are some places in the world where it's not uncommon to find crystals on the surface of the land. These are especially powerful because they have found you in their natural setting. And I have, for example, found this just on the road. So I recommend you that if you find a stone, it's for you, like what you find, it's kind of like meant for you. Could help maybe this twin flame path even. And one more advice from here is like, just around the corner, exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first, nevertheless they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smallest ones, no matter how tiny they may seem. Let go of expectations, don't limit the way that you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open. If you believe, anything and everything is possible. So the faith becomes like, faith makes everything possible. It's almost like message of this twin flame connection. There is big faith here. So that is your reading. What did you think about it? I've been already 1 hour and a half busy. Now I think next thing is pile number 3. And after that I'm gonna take the questions, so you can now also be leaving questions, but I'm gonna read them only then. So we are going to pile number 3. And also, I'm really happy if you find what text could be the moon card and what could be the 7 wands. Maybe you got inspiration from this pile. I will read these comments to find this kind of advices. Can be helpful. Indeed, not to do everything always alone. Okay, pile number 3 is one. Halloween deck will be here. Okay, this has to be good. I have also these other decks here to verify. I didn't have to verify yet. I felt like it was quite clear. Let's see. You can also use this in your reading. If you have selected this pile number 3, we have here a singing bird. It's kind of happy child swinging in the swing. And the third eye chakra crystal. So let's see what's coming. I think these are all. Yes. So we start with these blessings. So part of your twin flame connection pile number 3 is some kind of very paradisical place. it tells me even time-wise it could be spring, because magnolia is kind of like a first flower to bloom, at least in Europe. This is like in the spring, like March, I would say. So it could give like something like things can really be happening in this twin flame connection by the time it's March. Yellow bird is kind of, yellow is a color of friend, so maybe this whole twin flame connection started with the friendship even. We have here this happy child, so inner child happily showing around. This like tells me about this kind of safe connection. This is like a nice doggy here, happy garden, church tower. Maybe this twin flame connection includes kids. That could be actually why there is a child part of this relationship. And we have spirit pair 15 396 hertz. So advice. We have here rust, is like a rest. Archangel Raphael. So, angel card is yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching and exercising. Then we have 21. This was actually the number of the Purgatory today, so who knows, maybe this, I accept all my parts of myself. This was the card for today. It's the same number. Anyway, here we see like a one person coming out of this kind of like a tunnel. And all this kind of like, this is almost like, I think this kind of like a bird that comes to eat when, what is it in English? Like, not the best birds, let's say. There's almost like this kind of a little bit like a predators. Maybe some threats in this, I don't know. Let's see. Bear also is somebody kind of like a very like a protective. Here is also like a, what's going on here is a little like an angry face. Let's see, what is the twin flame cards now? We will find a way. This is actually the Aries card. And then this Nine of Swords, it is always darkest before the dawn. So I kind of see that this is really that kind of energy, that there is a bit like a feeling like a coming out of some dark tunnel. The dark period has been here in this twin flame connection. A vulture, yeah. Eagle, but it's a kind of vulture bird. So what is the symbol of it? Maybe there is some threats, like a bit like this rabbit would feel also like a not safe. So it can be some kind of this kind of feelings here, this connection. Anyway, what is now that they are reflecting to each other is that this is this kind of safe, very masculine Aries energy here, like a papa saying to the Bambi, we will find the way. And then there is this rabbit, this scared, like saying, come along, like all like a rabbit and the Bambi, like you're all safe. And actually the child is again here. So maybe the other person in this relationship feels a bit like a child, or like there is this mother and father archetypes in play. So family maybe is somehow really important. Yoga, some kind of finding the peace. Even the outside world is not like the most safe. The inner peace is here seeked. Okay, so next thing we're gonna see for this twin flame connection is emotional landscape. Let's see what is happening here. Okay, so this card wanted to already go. So this went like that. Let's mix this a little bit. It's a nice windmill here. So one of paintings. Here, lovely minded is here. It's already in the other pile. Magnetic. So yeah, I think the twin flame connections are usually very magnetic. There's like two poles in this case it's gonna hurt bunny, looks for the like a safe parent. And warm and sunny, of course, this would be like the star sign would be, for example, Gemini is a 9 of Swords, and Aries is this Emperor card here, father figure. Karma. Okay, so something with this 21, okay, this could be even like we are having tomorrow, 21st of October, who knows? But karma is completely underneath this. Of course, in Tarot 21 is like a completing the cycle. So I mean, this is coming from the cave. I don't know. I'm just seeing this karma here with this thing. And then kind-hearted is here with this bear. Mama bear, maybe. Forest animals. Okay. Next thing, let's see the rune for this connection. So somebody say, Cor, hello, how are you? Yes, I'm well. Here is balance, joy is part of this twin flame connection. This is my first ever twin flame reading, and I'm like kind of excited about it because twin flames are this kind of special relationship that it's said like only one twin flame exists for a person. So I'm trying to locate your twin flame here. So you could be living like a very happy life if you find this twin flame. Maybe, let's see. Next thing, we're gonna see the current feelings of a person. So we have all this thing here. So even if you know the twin or not, this is how they feel about. So let's see. How many we have? Twin flame reading. Okay, one more. I just love you, baby. Oh, the love is here. The baby Bambi, baby rabbit. Okay. The bird of magic. Soul knows, psyche process, mind is aware, imagination creates, intuition chooses, and body brings all the light to be seen. Mary Morton said this. Somehow these are part of your twin flame things. It's very like a head. There's like a highlight on like a locating the twin is like really like a thing about heart, mind. Indeed, third eye chakra. If you are able to open your third eye, then yes, you will find your twin. It's like part of that journey. Machine head, even head is here. It's a band. You are unreadable. The Book of Shadows, Golden Shadow, Deep Purple, Smoke in the Water. So there is this kind of feeling of your twin that you are like unreadable. There's this unreadable things, like the other person stays a little bit mysterious. Maybe there is somehow like kind of like there's this kind of halo, and here is like this martyr crown. Kind of two crowns. King and a martyr. That's the twin connection. Maybe that's how they come together in the sense like they can be really the true king, like emperor. Like they need this journey to face the martyr. This can be downside of the king. Really like a Jesus, like actually here. So then, again, awareness card. So there's really like a part of awareness. It's in flame journey. I am love. Love is being. Belief is being. Belief to God and Goddess and higher love. Awareness is love in action. Mystic feeling, spirituality, oneness. Life is one. Life is love, and love is life. Compassion. So all this kind of like really everything is happening with this big high awareness and awakening. Okay, that is part of twin flame journey, is really to kind of awaken to the higher truths, almost like this kind of enlightenment. So that is here, but karma is on the table, so maybe there's a lot of these kind of challenges happening, even things are magnetic. Third eye chakra, I'm open to my highest awareness and listen. So okay, really the awareness is now here in this twin flame connection. Gift, gratitude, feeling gifted, grateful, being gift to others, giving gifts, birthday wishes, gift that keeps giving. So somebody is very gifted also. Maybe the both are very gifted in the being highly like intuitive or aware. So that's here. Throat chakra, my voice resonates with my depth, beauty and truth. Woo woo. So there's this expression. It's needed to speak your truth. And then there is overwhelmed. Okay, this can be also with the twin flame connection that it can be really intense. So here we have his overwhelmed, light worker, toxic people around, out of comfort zone, threatened by your high energy, king and queen, projecting bad qualities of oneself to another, evil eye, dark night of the soul, too bright for some. Yes, this is actually, the other twin is going with the dark night of the soul. That is here. This is like here. While the other one is kind of like in the edge of the forest, waiting there, like how long it takes before you get out of this kind of darkness. I'm here. This bumpy. Okay. Somebody could be this yoga person also. So next thing, I think we're gonna go to the, we have this rune, we're gonna see the twin flame questions. Go into this. What is known in this twin flame connection? What you can know about this? I wanna get the higher powers here with this. So what is the unknown part of the twin flame connection? And now advice from the spirit to this connection. Okay, Six of Pentacles, victory. So part of this connection is like, even there would be all this kind of obstacles of like having in a very bad mind space. It's like it's always darkest before dawn. There is this kind of like a hero riding home with the victory. So this is totally the hero card. So things can happen. The meeting can take place, but the other person might be really this kind of like a full of light, really like a visible, somebody like an emperor, really king with a high horse. And then the twin is like there, the fan. Or enjoying the ride, safe and sound. Okay, what is unknown about this? Okay, King of Bats. So this communication, this is completely connected to the third eye. There is this master of mind. Somebody, this is part of the twin flame journey, is to be totally opening your third eye, being completely on the throne, this good king that use the power for good. Wow. This could be some person, one of the person looking in your twin flame connection. Both have this kind of like air quality that is completely having the heart and mind. Like air purifies the heart even. So it is important to talk about things. It's important to express your truth. Wow. I think this is really landing here like the bird and this. It's like somebody's very vocal. That's like not known, but there is this really good like a clear seeing, truthful king. And then we have advice from the spirit. Wish fulfillment, Nine of Coast. So it's possible that this whole twin flame connection come together. This is a fish fulfillment card, like a fish is fulfilled. If you have prayed to meet the twin, yeah, you can do it, but it is a journey. Next card from this would be the 10 of Cups. So this is kind of like on the way. Interesting. Feelings, a lot of feelings here. Spirit is saying like this is possible. It can be completely like a fish fulfillment. You can meet your twin. Wow. So the truths. There has to be said that unknown truths. Honesty and truth is kind of like the hidden here. So maybe there is something about the communication that is still needed to be more. For example, when you have a third eye open, you are completely like able to just know things. Like it is maybe a self work to have this clarity. Like the clarity means that you have to be kind of like doing all kind of like inner child healing, for example, or you have to like really get this kind of dark material out of your system and like a kind of purge things to be clean for this connection. So it's like a kind of really having clarity is this unknown thing, and it is part of this twin flame journey to have clarity, to start to see clear. Okay, so now maybe I find it such a strange, like how can I interpret this, that maybe I verify this thing, what is this clarity about? Okay, this is completely new beginning, investing to this relationship. So this is a new beginning. This is really beautiful that you have this kind of almost like your head was like blurred for whatever relationship you had before, and now you see the light, you see clear. Yeah, this is the mind space that's completely like a chaotic and a chaos going on, and then you see the light. Like, oh, there is my twin, of course. This is where I want to be. This is the peaceful, like a love I want to have, like or like a very high power, high vibration is here, getting out of this. Yes. So there's big investment into this relationship. It's unknown, but this is possible. It's very promising. What about this fish fulfillment? Okay, so it is about travel. The two twins could meet. This is a travel card. So how this twin come together is about fish fulfillment is to meet the other twin. So it's including travel. And what is a victory card about the known of this relationship? Okay, strength. So you get to the victory by having strength. It's like inner and outer strength. Yes. Lion and the maiden. This is your twin flame connection. Yes, it's kind of animals showing all over this reading. But this would be the beautiful like a feminine masculine connection here. The strength card. Even though now is a strength year because 2024 translates to number 8. So this could indicate, I already said that this could be next spring, but I think this even the twin flame like a journey can start during this year. This victory can happen this year. And then maybe proceed. Okay. Now I read you advice card. So we have the Spirit Bear. Number 3, we have Spirit Bear to guide you to find your twin flame. Bear is a beautiful spirit animal. So You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergences is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. The frequency of 396 Hz is deeply nurturing and protective. It is the heart frequency of the Universal Mother protecting her young, deflecting negativity and refusing to overly condition the youthful mind. She looks out for them and provides warnings lest they wander too far from the authentic path. But she also encourages the child to learn who they are, to courageously explore their world, and to enjoy their freedom. Very much connected to this kind of inner child healing. Irrespective of our personal experience with our biological mother, the divine mother energy is the soul. In the soul is loving, protective, available, and kind. This inner mother love enables us to develop our own sense of personal value, belonging, and home. In connection with the inner divine mother, we feel loved, wanted, and held. We know ourselves well enough to understand what we need, and we value ourselves enough to live in such a way that our needs are met. We recognize that we matter, no more than any other, but enough to feel self-love and self-respect. We can connect to our authentic life path because we feel worthy of it. This nurturing frequency heals the heart, keeps love out due to past abandonment and betrayal. Exactly, this rabbit has gone through a hell and back, and now the things can soften. The case of the red-eyed rabbit can soften and can start to see the light here, to follow this papa deer here. Be safe. Okay, it's completely this inner child healing happening with this papa deer and mama bear. It's beautiful. And the lion and the maiden. It's nice. This kind of strength is needed indeed, like a balanced joy. Also remember to have balanced joy, not to have excess things. And then we have last advice is blessings. So I think this twinflame journey can be very positive, but where did I put the book now? Here. Blessings. So, Holy Spring. In many ancient cultures, it was believed that there were some springs that were holy. Gods and goddesses were thought to reside in or near these special places. And they were revered. Greek mythology is replete with stories of these special places. Many of the Christian hallowed water sources, such as the Chalice well, were used for sacred purposes long before Christianity rose to prominence. These kind of springs were thought to be healing waters, where blessings were bestowed by mystical beings. Immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. Angels, guides, and spirit guardians are watching over you. Angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around you. You are protected, you are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. So this is available to you, but it looks like it's a healing part of even inner child healing that. And part of this healing can be doing yoga. You could practice this to have this kind of healing ritual. But this is very spring energy here. So I think if you are really getting highly aware to locate your twin, this whole thing could be blossoming now next spring. Under the magnolia tree, you could meet your good king. So that's about it. I think I end my third pie here, and now I'm gonna look all these like questions. If there is somebody available still after all this time, is somebody still here? Let's see. Oi, I think it's hard to move this. Oi, the screen is not the easiest to move. There is somebody saying like me and Angus loves each other, wanting to know about this love. I've read to Sorenable before. I hope it's going well. The Gemini and Sagittarius, they're kind of opposing signs because this one is like a winter and one is summer, so it's kind of twin flame connection for sure, could be, just to say. It's promising. Like I'm 49, she's 46. Yeah, sometimes if you feel like you're not ready to, the twin flame connection can be very intense. It can be scary even. How many heartbeats there is. It really is a bit difficult to move the screen. Kiran asked, 11 Vikram and Kiran reunion is happen or not? I really would like to have a clear question. This is not easy to understand how to approach. I think I see these readings could be perfect for horoscope readings, and I'm soon. Wait a minute. Jehovah say, I'm forced to have injections against my will. I can't take it anymore. Do you have any advice for me, please? What are these injections? Is this like a health? Jehovah is saying? I think I'm gonna take this question. Only thing that I just noticed my crystal back is not here, but maybe we will find a way. Sometimes like it is hard thing about like health matters to make a reading, because in the tarot channels it's always like truth is this is entertainment. Even I have shadow star healing, I cannot say that I'm a doctor. so this has to be taken as a entertainment, and you cannot take it like a truth what I say, in the sense like I can say it as that, but you have to, if you have any health matters, I'm just saying like it's very important that you do go to doctor. Like it cannot be just tarot reader who spiritually heals. Even I do believe some spiritual advice can be healing, but just if I go now to say about health things, you have to understand that it cannot be enough. So let's see. My crystal back is away, so that is my little problem here, but maybe, let's see. Do I have other crystals here to choose? 1, 2. I wanna always base on the crystal this thing, but my crystal back is here, but I have double crystals, so maybe I'm able to make this. Sometimes one has to think so much before starting this reading that I didn't think now. So here is this, and here is this. heart crystal is still missing. Wait. Here. Okay. Okay, root is missing. Where are you, root? Okay. Okay, this looks bad. Oh, I wish I was having that crystal here now, but I need to have the root chakra. Where is it? That might be really relevant to you. It's my double of the root chakra. Okay, so I have to now make a choice. This one comes. Okay. No, there is a root. Okay, so what is missing then? Root. Yellow. Okay. So no, I have a yes. And the back we're gonna use for this. No, improvising here a little bit, but this is how I always do my readings. So I need this to locate your questions better. A back. Gonna take this pirate back. Maybe is best. So this active divination in practice. Let's see. So I take this question. Again, I read it. Yohovis, I'm forced to have injections against my will. I can't take it anymore. Do you have any advice for me, please? So I told now this is Jessica, greetings, loves. Yes, that when I do health-related reading, I want you to understand this cannot be enough to replace a doctor. That I just say some health-wise, but I can help from the spirit. I can try to connect if you have some helping little angel to tell you. So let's see, what is the crystal? Yovis. Okay, so you should be like on your hero's path. So this is like a solar plexus chakra is all about your willpower. Maybe indeed the question was about I'm forced to have injection against my will. The against my will becomes an important part of this because this is the chakra of the willpower, how to be the hero on your own path and not a servant of other people. So it is eating your spirit to be this kind of servant of maybe health procedures even. And so you want to find this kind of quest to follow this kind of hero's path where you could actually find the alternative medicine. And now you have entered to my shadow sister healing, where I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. This actually, this what I believe, that why I can say this is that I have been really with my own issues with narcissistic abuse, and that made me really sick. I got, for example, hernia surgery. My back got really injured because of stress of that relationship. So those kind of illness can come. I don't know what is this injections you need. Is it a cancer? It can come because our emotions are so intense that it can hurt us. It's our body is then like a reacting bad. So you are on the hero's quest. So you will have Jessica, if it's here, you know this deck, Divine Comedy deck. I often have got this deck for you too. So that is what we're gonna use for Jehovah's. Do I say the name correctly? Yohovis. Are you still here? Yeah, this deck is very good. So I just try to see what kind of spread I'm gonna use now. This is still like I'm forced to have injections against my will. I can't take it anymore. Do you have any advice for me, please? So let's see just a very simple, like a moon and a sun, because this is advice from the spirit. What is this kind of sun that you know about these injections, and what the spirit can show you, what you could know and you are not knowing. There is more to know. There is more this. Okay. Knight of Cups. this is usually like a romantic night, dreamy, poetic, all, but you're not like cup. It might be even that kind of medicine cup in the sense that you're drinking it up. This night is always thirsty. It's always kind of like, I mean, we have a hero spot here, but it's kind of like a kind of coming from the desert thirsty, and then the thirst is like fulfilled, then it continues. It's kind of like a, indeed, in the question here, it could be this injection, could be short-term gratification, and you feel that you are kind of having another injections. Is this helping? You feel like it's just like one more like a thing, and then you should go on, but you feel like there is more to it. There's more to it. So what is the unknown? Okay, I'm not gonna take the reverse, but reverse is, it could be meaningful that Three of Swords is reverse, because this is really like, it's pain. It's really pain. The Sukupat is kind of 10 swords. It's like injections indeed, like it's almost like in the heart. Is this related to your heart, this illness? Because this is like a stab in the heart. It could have oriented, this illness could have oriented the heartbreak. It could have been symptom of, but as you were talking about injections, this is really like the heart is bleeding. It's totally like a, there's this kind of like a stab in the heart, and you need to start healing. So spirits see this, you're suffering, there's this sufferance, but you're not aware. You're aware of this kind of like a cup. A Knight of Cup is kind of like a positive mindset still here. And then we have Hermit. So isolation is here. Not aware, maybe the illness, it can cause us to isolate. Even though you can find the wisdom, this kind of going inside the labyrinth and then finding the cure, of finding the light. And it is this hermit energy now. But you're not aware that you are really like in this hermit energy, that you are alone, and is this good for you? We can look for this, but that is what spirits see, that you're very alone. Looking for wisdom, maybe. Maybe you are really looking for this alternative medicine. So this is just to be aware of what's going on. Hero spot. You anyway want to be this kind of knight. That's how you see yourself, not like this alone hermit getting old in a cave, stabbed. But yeah, advices to this, how we would see. We could verify a little bit, just with this kind of like, I have this, these are giving exactly keywords. So you're aware of this Knight of Cups. What this card needs to tell about these injections. This is another night mental activity. So there's this action is like you want to take action. You don't like to be like a victim here. You want to take action. That's here. And this is kind of ambitious. Impassioned, impulsive, intelligent, daring, rebellious. Yeah, you are kind of rebelling here. Again, this card is connected to the heart chakra. So who knows, really the pain, everything, illnesses come from this heartbreak. It had made you sick. So addressing what is a pain in the heart, taking the source out of your heart, this could be this kind of shadow that you should face. What are those pain points in your life that can hurt you so much, that created this kind of hurtful feelings somehow to your heart, is part of this. So let's verify still about the hermit. We have here 9 and 8, so we have like Virgo and Leo but independent wealth, and then of course the strength card. This is again independent energy, like this is really like you are somehow having this inner and outer strength, not sure is this so good that you're so alone, but there is this abundance, and there's this kind of spirit is just seeing how strong you are. Like you are, even like with your wealth, maybe you are wealthy. Independence, success, financial stability, security, profit, prosperity, wealth, property, abundance, rewards to hard work, collecting on investments, thriving business, status. No, it's a good thing to be like having like a resources yourself, like you're very independent. Spirit see how strong you are, for sure. There's this strength card here also. The card says strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself. So it's really like accepting the pain and be kind to yourself. Like, yes, it was hard, or even these injections are hard, but like accepting like this is something that you go through now, and trying to accept that pain in the sense that like it can only make you stronger, because this strength card is here. But what is the alternative? Let's see what kind of intuitively now, if I take advice deck, what we would take here. I have available near here. I would like to have 7 energies, but where did I put that deck? Here. I think I take the 7 energies, because really this could give you maybe some. This is now private reading, psychic reading about health. Tarot reading should never be just replacing any doctor or like people who take care of health, but I'm doing this to give some spiritual healing, because your views want to find I'm forced to have injections against my will. I can't take it anymore. Do you have any advice for me, please? So already spirits see you very strong and independent and very like a wise. It's kind of sage type. So it's almost like a pat in the back, like, yes, you got this. And you see yourself as a warrior. And the crystal that comes is even the hero's part. So let's see. To be a hero, what would be like this alternative thing that you should focus? Storyteller. Interesting that this is here. 17, of course, a star card. Storyteller, what is this? Of course, the person is here also with the book. So it's true that the stories that we talk to each other, like even that you would write your life story, that you would have this kind of like you would like the Queen of Swords, for example, transform the hurt and pain to wisdom. A hermit goes to this alone path and comes back with the wisdom. And somehow with storytelling, tell me like this hero's journey is part of telling your story, maybe. I get kind of cold feeling about it, because this is still like this strength is here also, like that what you can still do, whatever you're fearing the death, you're still here to tell your story. But let's read this. It's positive. It can be healing heart, because really the air element is healing to our heart. That you let this kind of air blow in your like heart to heal the wounds. It's like a grief and loss. We heal that with what was this kind of remedy, like a ritual? When we talk about it, when we like express it, when we express that pain, it is not stagnant. We let it flow. And okay, I'm getting too into this, but the storytelling is interesting advice. Key concept: identity, positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents, and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you are too self-deprecating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed, or you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment. It is easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior toward you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind. How you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world, and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. So, I don't know, it's almost like you're prisoner in this kind of hero's quest, in the story of the servant that was tell what is told to do, take those injections. I don't know, like it is like you have a story inside of you that can change this situation, even the mindset. There is all this abundance card verifying here that you are abundant, you have strength, and you have a story to tell. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. There's something about this still. Wait. It's like our mouth is like a magnet. Like what we say, you have to be careful what you say about your words. So it's something about, really the expression is here healing. It is mental activity, how you express yourself. Storytelling, something about that. Maybe you have to like keep asking those questions. Is this the only cure here? It's good to be curious and open-minded, to find other that the world tells you the story, that you question it. But health-wise, really, you have to consult, of course, doctors. I cannot just say that you can heal just with this. But I think part of the heart healing that can cure your illness is writing stories and finding this kind of hero's story in all of this. Because Spirit sees that you have abundance in you and very big strength. And you're a kind of sage kind of person. So you have a lot to kind of be grateful for. So that's a good thing. Like maybe you should celebrate that, how you as a person in the spirit world, at least you look very like a positive person. So it's a nice, even though they see your sufferance, it's like there is like a life to be lived with the stories you tell. So I think I end this reading here. Maybe I give you one light message, because I have this kind of light messages here. I got this attention here. So Jovis, this is one light message here. I'm blossoming. So this kind of great abundance here. What is your abundance? Like in all of this, we forget, like there is this kind of ikigai mentality, like how you can be whole and complete, like I'm grateful of all the things, part of yourself that make you abundant, but not everything is rotten. Like this is very good information, like even your illness, it's not all that you are. You are not, like illness can make you feel ugly, that you are not good anymore, like a broken person. But it is like I'm blossoming. There is a lot still possibility that can grow from you, that you can be alive and here and now and tell your story. Okay, so I think I finished this reading. I see my battery is getting even less here. This was now one psychic reading. I hope that you always saw it. And thank you for seeing. If you have followed me until here, please subscribe or like this reading. It helped. And thank you for seeing this today. And blessings to all twin flame connections. This was a twin flame reading today. So bye.